Hey everybody, welcome back to Matt and Stu Review, where we take a look at your favorite toys from yesterday and today. Stuart, what do we have on the table?
Today, we are looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Collection Cobra Commando. And this is actually one of my most anticipated figures of the G.I. Joe Classified line.
Okay.
I love the classic Cobra Commando.
Yeah, I mean,
Commander.
yeah, G.I. Joe was like the big thing when we were kids. I honestly was never a huge G.I. Joe fan, but I had an older brother who was like pretty one way about his opinions, and so that influenced a lot of what I watched. I was very Ninja Turtle heavy in my life. But obviously, I was around in the 80s and early 90s, so I was like, G.I. Joe was around. I remember when we met, you had a lot of G.I. Joe toys, and I was never big on G.I. Joe toys. So let's take a look at the figure.
So I've been waiting for this figure for a long time. We have got another Cobra Commander, but it's a more updated style Cobra Commander.
Okay.
And really what I wanted was a throwback to the 3 3/4 G.I. Joes of our youth. If I really could have my way, I'd have him with the cloth mask. Do you remember the cloth mask?
No,
Okay.
I honestly don't remember much about G.I. Joes other than that they were a thing. Cobra was the big bad.
He was.
I don't know about more than that. That's about it. I remember the little figures had like weird rubber band torsos.
Yep.
That's like the biggest thing that I remember from
The
our
O-ring.
childhood. The what?
The O-ring.
The O-ring. Oh, okay, yeah. They don't, not a rubber band.
Yes.
Excuse me. And but you know they scaled everything up. So what scale is this? 7
So
inch?
this is a 6-inch scale. This is a 1/12 figure.
Okay.
You know, as far as Hasbro figures go, this is actually pretty light on accessories. That's typical of their retro line, though. You know, retro figures had less accessories.
Okay, that makes sense.
So in the case of Cobra Commander, we get this nicely articulated figure. He's got a knife on his hip, and he's got a gun in his hand. He has a backpack to hold his gun. He has a stand to stand on, and he has a variety of hands there for posing.
Okay.
But not, you know, not
That's
too many
it?
weapons.
Yeah, no alternative head.
No alternative head,
Man.
which is pretty typical for the G.I. Joe classified line, actually.
Okay.
But the head that he does have is great.
Knife pulls out.
Knife
of the
pulls
sheath.
out.
I mean, that's pretty good
Yeah.
for you know like for not like a Super 7 figure. You know, what I mean, like those are very feature full or a lot of extra pieces and parts, but still a pretty decent toy. What is this toy designed for? Like a kid or a collector? Adults? Adult children?
I'd say this kind of bridges the gap. You know, being a retro throwback toy, it's definitely aimed at some nostalgia, so aimed at us.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a 4 and up toy, so as far as it's not a 14 and up collectible.
Okay.
So, you know, there are definitely kids out there playing with this figure, I would think.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's too inappropriate. I mean, 4 and up probably just because it's got some small parts.
Yeah.
But it's not. There's not bloody swords and things like that in there.
Exactly.
Not like extra adult content necessarily.
One thing I really do love about this figure, though, is his face. He has what's called vac metal, so it's like a vacuum metal treatment. That's the only way you get that really chrome
very
on
chrome.
plastic look. And that was really popular when we were kids. It's not so popular in toys anymore.
Okay.
It has a tendency to flake off and, you know, things like that.
Fail.
But
Yeah.
really adds to the look of this character.
Yeah, it's a pretty iconic chromed out face. That's pretty cool. Paint job is pretty nice. I mean, it's a basic paint job, but it's very clean, done well. You know, for like a simple figurine, I think it hits pretty good. What does this guy go for?
I believe he's $23.99, something like that, about a $25. Most action figures that are fully articulated these days are north of $25.
Okay, yeah, that's just how much
it's
they
crazy
cost now.
Yeah.
Articulated torso, that's kind of cool. You can like bend over at the spine. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, G.I. Joe Classified in particular really pushes the articulation. They're some of the most fun toys to pose and play with. You can get some really extreme poses out of them, which is one of the reasons I love the line. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This has been the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Collection Cobra Commander. Proof that cartoons designed to sell toys are still working on us today.
That's right. And hey, we want to hear from you. So, what is your favorite G.I. Joe meme from the dawn of the internet? I know I learned all sorts of special things from G.I. Joe, and we want to hear from you in the comments. If you like reviews and toys like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode.